seat here?
Yeah, please have a seat. Hi, my name is Dhyani.
Hi.
So how is today?
It is good.
Okay, so in the very beginning, I would just like to tell you something about confidentiality. So, do you know what is confidentiality?
No, I heard this word first time. I don't know what is confidential.
Okay. So, confidentiality is like just keeping your personal or private information closed, and it won't be told to anyone. So whatever you discuss in this room about yourself or your any personal experiences and information will not be given to anyone. Yes. So unless you do any self harm or anything which is harmful to you or other people, I have to share this information to your parents or your teachers or principal or to my supervisor. At that time, I will be needing your permission, which will need maybe some paperwork.
Okay.
Yes, so that's all which is included in the confidentiality.
Okay.
Yeah, so starting with the introduction, my name is Dhyani Limbachia and I am a case manager in downtown Peterborough since 5 years, and I am working in the PM agency. It is located in the downtown, and I have an experience of case manager of 8 years, and so my first 3 years I worked in the Toronto, and since past 5 years I am here. So would you like to tell me something about yourself?
Yes, my name is Ashley. I am 13-year-old. I am a student. I am in grade 8. My father name is Krish and my mother name is Rebecca. I have lost my mother before 2 years in car accident. I have one brother. His name is Dan. He's also same age like me. It's 13-year-old. Yes.
Okay, so who suggested you to meet me?
As I said, I lost my mother before 2 years, so I'm feeling very lonely and not talking to anyone. So my teacher noted this all things, and he says me to go to counseling.
Okay, so did you find any difficulty in coming over here?
No, not at all.
Okay, so did you had attended any kind of counseling in the past?
No, this is my first experience.
Okay, so share your any good or bad experience, like if you want to share.
No, my bad experience is my bad experience was I lost my mother, and I'm very sad about that.
Okay, so it's been like 1 year or 2 years?
Yes, it's before 2 years.
Oh, that's really sad. Okay, so tell me any recent events that has happened in your life.
Because of my mother died, I am not attending my study very good. Like I am very lazy in my study. I don't want to go to school. I don't like to wake up in early morning.
Okay, so are you coming here according to your will, or is someone forcing you to come here?
No, I am coming here because of my reason. Like no one is forcing me to come here.
Okay, that's really good. So tell me more about your family.
Yes, I am living with my grandparents because sometimes my father is busy in her work, so I'm living with my grandparents.
Okay, and do you like to go to school?
No, because I don't like to wake up in early morning, so I don't like to go to school.
But missing schools can also like will miss your lectures and your studies. And do you know that waking up early in the morning can also make your health good? I think you should try that.
Yes, I will try.
And So, do you like making friends in school or outside of school at any places?
Yes, before 1 year I haven't so many friends in school, but after death of my mom, I am not making any friends. I don't like to share my information with my friends. So recently I am not making my friends and I am not talking to anyone.
Okay, that's sad. So, you have no friends right now, right?
No, I don't like to make a friends. I'm always like to be in my room, so I'm not going outside of my house.
Okay, so like, have you been into any relationship with the guy or?
Yes, I have been in relationship with one boy, but he broke up that relationship before some time. So
Oh, that's really sad. So, like, was there any specific reason you both broke up?
no, I don't know about that.
Of course not. So how has your relationship with your family members has been?
Yes, it is good. After the death of my mom, I'm very close to my grandparents. I'm always living with my grandparents because sometimes my father is drug addicted. So after my mother death, he is taking a drug. He is also feel loneliness because uh, he has no sharing his feeling with anyone, and he have a responsibility of me and my brother. So I'm always like to be with my grandparents.
Okay, so how was your relationship with your mother?
Yes, it is very good. I am very close with my mother, and I am sharing all the things with my mother. Like everything I can share with my mother, and my mother is always giving me a positive answer of my every situation, and also in study, my mother is very helpful to me. So after my mother's death, I am not very study. So yes, my relation with my mother is very good.
Okay, so after your mother's death, how has your relationship with your dad and your brother has been?
I am not very much close to my dad. So I'm like it is my opposite sex. So I'm not sharing any personal feelings with my dad and my brother. And my brother is also like 13-year-old, so he cannot understand my feeling very well. And my father is also sometimes busy in his life, so he is not understand me. So I'm after that death of my mom, I'm feeling very sad, and sometimes I share my feelings with my grandparents.
Okay, so have you ever been introduced to any kind of substances like alcohol or drugs?
No, I'm not taking any substances, but some of my friends are drinking alcohol and all that, but I am not taking that.
Okay. Karu? Have you ever been introduced to any substances like alcohol or drugs or anything?
No, I am not taking alcohol or drug, but my friends are drinking alcohol.
Okay, so as you said about friends, how has your relationship with your friends been?
Before my mother death, I am very close to my friends, and I like to make more friends. And I have a very big group in my school. We have a group of gymnastic, and we have a group of trade and field team. So we are going together and share our things with everyone. But after death of my mom, I'm like not sharing my things to anyone, so I don't make any friends.
Okay, so do you have interest in any other kind of sports or any other thing which interests you in your life?
No, I don't play any outdoor games.
Okay, so other than gymnastics, you haven't been into anything else?
No.
Okay, so did your mother or father or any of your family members had any diseases in the past?
Um, I'm not very sure, but my mother is suffering from depression, and recently my brother have an ADHD. I don't know what it is, and my father is feeling lonely because of death of my mother, and yes,
Okay, so do you have any friends who is really very close to you or who was very close to you in your past?
yes, I have one best friend. Her name is Vicky. Uh, we are playing together. She's come and came at my home every time, and we are playing together. We are doing dinner together. But after my mom death, we are like we are not that much close, and we are not texting or
Okay, so you are not in touch with your best friend since like past 1 year?
yes, yes it is.
Okay, so maybe you have been alone all this time?
Yes, I'm as I said, I don't like to talk with anyone after this all things. I don't I'm like why this is happening with me and this all things, and I'm very close to my mother. Uh, Actually, he is a glue of our family. Like she is hold our family together. Like we are when we are meeting our grandparents and all that once a week, and we are taking dinner together and all. But after her death, I'm not doing this all things, so I'm feeling very lonely.
Okay, so what do you do in your free time? As you said, you don't like to go into school also.
Yes, I'm very lazy, so I don't like to go school. And in my free time, I'm I'm just sitting on my room and just sleep or sleep. I'm not doing anything.
So you don't have any hobbies like drawing or reading or anything.
No, I don't like to read books.
Okay. After hearing all your story, I really feel sad about you, and I think we should talk